Who's in the house? Yolanda. I'm back. It's beautiful outside, but I got so much stuff to do. Let's get it on. Now, first and foremost, if you're watching this video, this will be my Catfish Season 3, Episode 1 review. And usually in my intro of my videos, I usually shout out all my new subbies and everything. Please note that I will be making a video immediately following this one. And I got this idea from Tasha C, who I'm subscribed to, and I watched her video, and she shouted me out. But the platform in which she did it, I think is an awesome idea, especially for new vloggers or people that just really want to get known out there, which I'm going to follow in her footsteps and implement. And as my channel grow, and I will periodically do this. And it's just a suggestion that for the newer vloggers, if you would please join in, and let's all try to do this. If we could just make a quick, 3 or 4 minute video shouting out, fellow new YouTubers that or people that have subscribed to you that do videos, and support one another. So just check out my next video. I guess it'll be titled Shout Out YouTuber, or check out these channels. Whatever Tasha C, put in her title, I think I'm gonna follow that format. So because I do want everybody to know I appreciate every subby, every view, every comment, every like, and every share that you guys have done to support my channel. But let's get it on and popping. Even though I'm backwards, hey, drink of choice today. Got me a little red Moscato. I know y'all ain't seen my little wine glass in a while, so I had to break it out today. I ain't advertising the wine, so but put some drink in my cup. Okay, this episode is in Pittsburgh. We got Craig and Zoe, or however you pronounce her name. And he's a 24-year-old male who's been online with this female. I can't even remember how long they've been doing this. I'm going to say maybe over a year. I'm going to just correct me if I'm wrong. Comment down below if y'all know how long this relationship had been going on. But it's been a while. It's been long enough for all this foolishness that went on. Now, he starts off by saying that this chick Zoe has set him up. That he tried to set up meetings with her these 4 times, and she's reneged or didn't show up, or he got played a lot of times, whatever, trying to meet this chick. Now, it's a lot of interesting things in this Catfish, for the simple fact, I already did my review for the second episode. That's why I said, excuse me, that I'm a little backwards. But in this episode, he actually met her through Facebook from his sister's Facebook. His sister, I guess you could say, quote unquote, hooked them up together. So, it was kind of be interesting on how the Catfish got through the sister Facebook. But as we learn, all these people that knew her, all just knew her from Facebook on social media. But people have been knowing her for years, they claim. Years. And none of them knew personally as far as face to face, but they all knew she was a person that they would say they knew her just on social media. Who, but wait a minute. You know, Craig claimed he talked to her every day. She gave him all kind of emotional support every day for a year. She, had his back financially. I don't know what that means. She sent him any money. I don't know. But, just she was his ride or die, in other words, on the internet. Um, they never Skyped or nothing like that. Now it said, so need them, responded to his email and FaceTime them or whatever, however they get together and they saw a story. They said, we coming to Pittsburgh. We finna help old Craig out. So we get to Pittsburgh and, he invites them in and he chops it up with them and let them know a little about his past. And he tells a story about his father and how his father passed away when he was 8 of AIDS, and he's never really had a full connection and with people as far as love. And this is why he was so attached to Zoe, because she provided all this love for him. And I'm telling you, the more I watch these episodes, and I've watched all 3 seasons, mind you, the other 2 previous seasons, and a lot of these people are saying the same thing. And I'm telling you, this whole thing about a person being lonely, what people have to understand, to avoid being so vulnerable, before you going out there and looking for somebody to complete voids in your life, you need to complete them. Love yourself first. No, you can't provide everything you need to be complete, and we all need companionship and friendships and all of that. But when you put too much into another person, then you investing in yourself, it's like getting caught up in getting catfish. I'm just saying, my personal opinion. But he batting for this girl. He batting for, she stood up for him in situations and all of this, but he kind of started getting flags started flying, rather, when she started asking him for his Facebook password. Don't ignore them signs. Pay attention to them signs. Any advice for these people that's out there still online dating? If somebody gotta know your passwords, and this is not let me tell you something. Even the people that I know, face to face, personally, you ain't finna get my password. You ain't finna get my password to my telephone. That's why it's called mine. And I ain't gonna ask you for yours, because, like I said, that's where all this trust come in, and people have trust issues. Oh, baby, I'm finna do psychology catfish on y'all. Let me get back onto this. That's why I say, if y'all have any advice emails y'all want to send, please make sure y'all send them to Yolanda House 1118@gmail.com, and I'm gonna put the email down below. Please check my description box, because I ain't got no degree, but I know some things. But let's get on back to old Craig. You ain't gotta lie, Craig. You ain't gotta lie. But she needed his Facebook password. He gives it to her. She start going all in his account, looking at all his pictures and friends and stuff that somebody will do if somebody stupid enough to give him access to all the information. And she started looking at his pictures that was synced on his phone or whatever. Well, one of his friends obviously had sent him some rather revealing pictures of herself. That I don't know the whole story about him and Caitlin or Kayla, whatever the girl name was, but she was pretty cute. I'm like, I don't know why they didn't hook up. He knew, at least he knew who she was. He knew she was a real person or whatever. But I kind of got the vibe that Kayla and Caitlin, even though they claimed they was best friends, they act like they was lovers or something. I don't know, but come below and tell me. But let me get my notes. Kaylin, wait a minute, what happened? Okay, so she all on his Facebook. Now, mind you, she met him through his sister and, Facebook friends or whatever. This girl done got up there all on Facebook. She done stirred everybody up. She done went and got these pictures and posted these pictures of this girl. Private pictures, mind you, that girl sent to the boy phone. But he got his phone, I guess, synced to his Facebook or whatever. And she didn't logged in as him. So it's looking like he putting her on blast and, causing confusions with the sister and the Kaylin and and now all these people is relationships is interrupted and all this over this person that everybody only know on Facebook. So I could have saw that long time ago. Delete that bitch. Not only delete him, but see, the thing about it is he did say that he changed up his password, and even after he changed his password, she kept hacking in it. Now I'm gonna tell you about that. See, once you first gave her that password, she probably went into your account and with them notifications of changing stuff. They have your email address, but she probably went and added hers. So when you changed it, the notifications probably went to both of y'all emails. So she always had access. You messed up when you gave it to her, but to rectify that, what you should have did, got all the people who you knew was your real contacts, close that account out, period, or call Facebook or customer support and say, look, I think my page has been compromised. I want to set up a new account with a new page. Because I'm going to tell you something too about passwords. 9 out of 10 majority people use the same passwords when they logging into multiple things because it's easier for them to remember. So 9 out of 10, even if you change your password, I don't know how that works. Like I said, the way she was getting it was because on them notifications, when you change your passwords or something, they say, where do you want us to send the notification? She knew they was going to send it to your email, but she probably had it set up the way it sent to her email as well. If she could continue was hacking in his email. But anyway, let me get back on. So one day, her phone synced on his Facebook and a picture had popped up. And the picture was not of the picture of Zoe that Craig believed. And he was like, okay, Zoe, who is this picture that came up on my Facebook? She was like, oh, that's my friend Cassandra. Don't worry about that. So he said, every time he would change his password or whatever, she would call him crying. getting that sympathy or whatever. She was a master manipulator. The reason I say she was a master manipulator is because whether she probably wasn't expecting to ever be romantically involved with anybody, but she had been going on for a certain amount of time, not just catfishing, but coming off as a persona of somebody that she never was. Because, like I said, his sister had knew her through Facebook, as well as a couple of more people had knew her through Facebook. And she had pictures. She had pretty pictures. She had a lot of pictures. But he would say when he asked her for pictures, she would always make a thing about it. But when they were showing all the pictures that she hadn't sent him, she had sent him quite a bit of pictures, and it wasn't a really reason for you to think that she was catfishing him based on all the pictures that she did send him, and not only that, being connected on Facebook. Because who sits up and set up fake profiles on Facebook? Well, people that don't have a life, that want to fit in a certain group and don't think that they will be accepted as their selves. So they make these fake profiles and, like I say, build these friendships because they feel as though that they're not, they don't have a personality to get their own friends based on their own ways. So it's a part of, I'm not gonna say it's kind of like a split personality, because you become this other person, and all of this here. Anyway, let me come on back. So they go to the restaurant, and talked about the girls. They met Kayla and Kaylin, and they talked about the whole picture thing. What kind of struck me was, when they talked about how this girl has ruined numerous relationships. Craig, cry. I'm not talking about I'm really sorry that, these people have been affected. No, I mean, nigga crying. Like, somebody died crying. I mean, to the point where he done bust outside. And did y'all see, even when the cameras was rolling, when he first started crying, he got up from the table, that girl looked at him, side out the other friend, like, damn, nigga, ain't that serious? Bitch is crazy. But I mean, I just didn't understand why at that point, when this girl was doing the most, why everybody just didn't delete her or block her or whatever. So then, need them say, well, okay, we give us all your information. We're gonna go back and do our little investigation. So I'm getting on this nigga crying to me. He fell in love with some evil. Evil is necessary to teach your ass how to separate reality from fake. Love yourself, Craig. But anyway, so get the phone number the girl been calling them from, and they come up with a name of Marianne Rasmus, and she lived in Shelby, North Carolina. Now the girl had told him before that she hadn't lived in North Carolina and Florida, and the sister is in Florida where he met her through. So that was kind of making sense. So they clicked on Mary and started looking at her pictures, and see, neither of them couldn't get through to me because all my settings like that blocked. If you not my friend, but that still wouldn't have mattered because they was logged in as Michael. So, but Michael would have had to be Mary Ann friend, because if you're not on my friends list, if I'm not a friend of you, you can't look on my profile. You can't see my pictures. People need to learn their settings and stuff like that. Don't have your stuff out there just for all public to view. And I don't advertise my Facebook page because that's my personal thing. People on my Facebook page, I know them personally. I either went to school with them, I either worked with them, I went to college with them, I went to high school or elementary. And my family, my cousins, they are people that I have actually. I don't have nobody on my Facebook that I can't say I've seen or know of. Mm-mm. I can't do that. Now, I'm gonna take that back. I do have a couple poker people that, cause I play poker on Facebook, that I know like that. But it that's just a person. I look at they posts and like and stuff that we not hooking up or conversing and stuff like that. But they go, and like I say, they go through the latest pictures and everything. They see this boy Michael, and then they go and see another girl, and then it kind of looked like the girl, because he said she was gap tooth or whatever. They see this little gap tooth girl. They say, well, let's see who she tagged as. Well, they can't see the tag, and they was like, well, maybe because she blocked them from that information. So they said, well, log off and log on as needs. So this person profile definitely is public. As anybody can just randomly go to this lady page and see all her pictures and stuff like that. But see, those open profiles like that, those people that have those open profiles are the people that's cloned to people stealing their identity, making other fake profiles. Because the average person got at least 500 or more pictures on their profile. And you would be surprised at how many people sit up and copy and paste in those pictures, make up a name, make up a profile, and be living as that person in cyberspace. But anyway, they get up and they find the Gap 2 girl, and her name is Cassandra. Then it's like, oh, Cassandra, that's the girl that the boy said that was her name. That was Zoe friend. So they putting it all together, and then they even YouTube the girl, and the girl got a YouTube video, and I'm nosy as a motherfucker. You already know when they showed the YouTube and the girl Cassandra name, I myself, and I'm on YouTube too. I went and go Cassandra Rosamond, and that YouTube video do pop up. It's 5 minutes. I ain't watched the whole thing, but she taped it a couple of years ago, and it's her and her friend trying to do some kind of dance, and you could tell it's an older video, but they got it for the voice recognition to see if that boy can say that sounded like her or whatever. And they bring him all this information, and he was like, ooh, I knew soon as I seen that picture, I knew something was. Well, if you knew, why you ain't act upon it? Follow y'all intuition, people. Follow them intuitions. So then, we going through unnecessary stuff. So then he listened to it, said it sound like her and everything. I gave my all to this girl. You gave your all to the internet. You gave your all. Dude, you not an unattractive dude. I ain't saying he is attractive, but I was a little bothered by that damn plug in his head. I don't know what had happened with that, but dude, with his personality and everything, find you somebody, meet you somebody, bro. I know you're young, that's why I don't understand these young kids doing this catfishing. See, I'm old school. You don't have to come harder than me. We can chat all day, and I'll type you up, but when it start getting out personal, or you asking me for something I ain't ready to give you, or you think you gotta tell me, oh, you're so beautiful, and I love your personality. I love my personality too, and I already knew I was beautiful when I woke up this morning. Well, come at me with something better than that. My self-esteem ain't low. You got the wrong one, baby. I tell you what, you ain't never supposed to say no, but ain't nobody finna catfish. Heal. That's for sure. So, but this girl, I mean, and like I said, this girl had a lot of pictures. That's why I was kind of like, maybe this ain't no catfish. So then leave Zoe a message about, no, I'm going to have to wrap this up and cut the show because I'm already 25 minutes in. And, he called and left a message. She ain't, this way the put shit in the game. Well, we know where she at because they tracked down the address and everything. Know where the house at. They didn't Google 3D image. Know what the house looked like. The house matched the house on the other one. Yeah, the person, well, let's just go on out there. They ready to go. Just go rent. Last season they used to always either meet at a park or if they knew where the person stayed, they called these people ahead of time. These people go. Now this new season, them just randomly going to people's houses. We're gonna see how many more houses they get before some pop off. But they just get up and go. They just gone to the girl house. They say she never returned. Neve called and she ain't contacted Craig since Neve called her. So they go to the house and knock on the door. It's not. Okay. Nobody answer. They say no call. So they don't leave. They don't try to call the girl again. They just post up. I'm from the house. We gonna stay here till eventually somebody come home. Hey, here come a call. Here she come. And I mean, by this time I already know the girl know what's going on because by this time I'm pretty sure she didn't check her voicemail. And I'm pretty sure by this time she see people. She pull up to her house and she see a camera crew and these white people. She know about catfish. Come on. She was sitting in the car for a while when she get out and it's like, we're looking for Cassandra. They ain't even call her the Zoe. I don't think they call her Zoe. They call her Cassandra. Her real name. She said, yes, man, you know where I stay. You can imagine who we is. We need. Yeah, I know y'all. Yeah. I mean, she had a reaction like, Emma, how you know where I stay? He said, it wasn't hard to find. Well, obviously it was too hard because this Twitter D Craig couldn't put this together. I don't know. But anyway, she was like, she don't got no excuses. She's well aware what she did and okay and what we supposed to do after this and she had that exterior like she gonna be a bad girl, but you could tell it did affect her because she kind of turned like she was gonna say something and then she thought about it and she was like whatever, it ain't gonna make no difference anyway. And even as she going to the house, she turning back and looking at him. So after they let her calm down or whatever, they went back to try to talk to her. That's when that true guilt came out and whatever, and she was like, I mean, it just went on for so long. After it went on for so long, and what am I supposed to do? I just kind of got a sense that she was a girl because even she admitted that she had been bullied. That people that have been bullied or whatever, they have to have an outlet, and this was her outlet of behind the computer being able to be whoever she wanted to be and make the type of friends that she felt that would accept her, and she had to use a fake profile because she would do whatever she needed to do to fit in. And it's just these episodes is really believable. I know some of this stuff may have been scripted or something, but it's believable because there are really people out there with these issues. But anyway, she was just like, And he was still willing to be a friend to her. Some people was like, oh, well, that's compassion. No, let me tell you something. The way that girl stirred up all that shit between all the friends and the sisters and hacking into your Facebook and demanding you give them the passwords and you falling for that, know how to walk away and cut your losses. You can't save everybody, you can't change everybody. Let it go. Know how to let it go. But anyway, I'm finna wrap this up, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. And like I say, please tune in because right after I post this one, I'm going to head and take my new video shouting out all my new subbies. I thank everybody for their support, and I'm gonna link everybody's information that I've recently subscribed to that has new channels that have awesome things on their videos. Most of us all do the same thing. We do the reviews, and some of them doing hair and beauty, or for the most part review of the shows, or one of the stations got a lot of spiritual and good uh Christian messages, good for the heart, body, mind, and soul, just everything. And I just want to show my support for my fellow YouTubers because like I said, and 9 out of 10, most of the people in the same circles watch the same things. Because if you pay attention, uh, a lot of these people that when I'm commenting, a lot of these same people is commenting on the same people page. Shout out to like the Scorpion Show, or Much Love from Kentucky, Bundy Blue, Ashley Miller, Forest Rocks. When you get into them circles and you click and you see some of the same people watching the same thing, and those people shout each other out. They're on their level. And they shout each other out, and when somebody shouts somebody out, it's 9 out of 10 you're gonna check out their page. So I really, like I say, like what this was that Tasha did, giving a shout out and linking all the people that she support in a link so people that can get an opportunity. I mean, just if because I appreciate every share that I get. But like I said, I'm gonna talk more about this in my next video. So please like, thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video. And be tuned and check out my next video. But until then, who's in the house? Yolanda. I'm gonna hit you right back.